Hey there, how's it going? We're really glad you're here from all around the world. If you're new, welcome to the family. Don't forget to like and subscribe. In a serious development that could expand the scope of war in the Middle East, the Houthi group officially announced that they've joined the ongoing conflict between Iran and Israel. They launched ballistic missile strikes targeting sensitive locations in Tel Aviv. The group said the operation was fully coordinated with Iran's attacks, and they stressed their support for the Palestinian resistance until the siege on Gaza is lifted. This came at the same time as Iran's most intense missile assault so far. Dozens of rockets rained down on Tel Aviv, Bat Yam, and Haifa, killing 6 people and injuring more than 240. There was massive destruction, and dozens of people are still missing under the rubble. It looks like Tehran has run out of strategic patience and has decided to step up its response. Missiles are being launched from all over Iran toward Israel. The confrontation has reached its most dangerous phase yet. Netanyahu is trying to show strength, vowing that Iran will pay a heavy price and calling this a battle for Israel's very existence. On the other hand, Iran has restored a level of deterrence with powerful strikes that shook the far-right Israeli government. Iran seems determined to keep fighting, as the Iranian military chief put it, until the very last breath. Trying to stabilize the region, former United States President Donald Trump said he would broker a deal between Iran and Israel like he did between India and Pakistan. He confirmed that multiple contacts and meetings are already underway to restore peace. According to Haaretz, the United States is trying to exchange indirect messages between Tehran and Tel Aviv to avoid further escalation. And yeah, CNN reported that United States envoy Amos Hochstein is in contact with Oman's mediator and Iran's foreign minister to explore a possible truce. The region now stands on the brink of a wider explosion, especially as new players enter the conflict. This could reshape the entire Middle East and push the world closer to a new global order. Israel is now being pounded with missiles, a scene not witnessed in years. Tel Aviv's sky has turned into a firestorm and the ground is ablaze with massive fires seen across the Middle East. This was Iran's crushing response to Israel's massive operation, called Rising Lion, which targeted military sites and nuclear facilities inside Iran. It killed a large number of Iranian soldiers and scientists, key figures in Iran's missile program. Israel's attack involved hundreds of warplanes, drones, and missiles hitting several areas in Iran. Around 80 people were killed, including top figures like IRGC Commander Hossein Salami, Chief of Staff Mohammad Bagheri, and several nuclear scientists. Unexpectedly, Iran responded quickly with Operation Truthful Promise, launching 6 waves of missile and drone strikes across Israel, killing 3, injuring dozens, causing widespread damage, and halting life in multiple cities and critical infrastructure. This fierce confrontation has significantly changed the rules of engagement between Tel Aviv and Tehran. It's no longer about absorbing hits and holding back. Now, it's about powerful, preemptive strikes. Iran continues to threaten more intense attacks, warning of devastating blows from its military. Meanwhile, Israel is signaling an all-out war that could reach Tehran, suggesting the conflict is expanding fast. As a result, neighboring countries closed their airports in Iran and Israel shut down, and oil prices spiked after reports of the Strait of Hormuz possibly closing and fears of nuclear leaks. With military clashes between the two major powers of the region escalating, the Middle East is entering a new phase of conflict. Yemen and the Red Sea area are emerging as potential new flashpoints that could drag the Gulf and the entire region into a catastrophic war. It's a morning filled with the smell of gunpowder and anxiety. What started as mere political tension has now exploded into a full-blown drone war. Iran said it shot down Israeli drones in the Salmansa border region, accusing them of violating its airspace and spying. Israel didn't wait long to respond. Sirens blared across major cities, and the sky turned into a battlefield. Iran's rhetoric became even more intense. The Revolutionary Guard promised new missile waves, more than 2,000 times stronger than before, saying the operation will continue as long as necessary. Israel didn't hold back either. The Air Force commander confirmed they carried out precision strikes in the heart of Tehran, hitting defensive and strategic missile sites. But the attacks came at a cost. At least 3 civilians were killed, and dozens injured. Panic hit the streets. Shelters filled up. Tel Aviv and Jerusalem looked like cities waiting for the unknown, with Israeli defense missiles lighting up the sky. From afar, UN Secretary-General Antonio Guterres made a desperate call for de-escalation on X, formerly Twitter. Enough escalation. It's time for peace and diplomacy. But his plea was drowned out by the noise of war. Right now, between Tehran and Tel Aviv, words are turning into rockets and threats are becoming actual destruction. The situation keeps getting more complex and diplomacy is stepping back as both sides move dangerously closer to a full-scale war. The United States is watching closely, silently moving its fleets. This new chapter in the Iran-Israel confrontation marks a turning point in the political and military dynamics of the Middle East. The strikes have taken a new shape, both in targets and in execution, hinting at a major shift in the rules of the game. Changing the Iranian regime seems to be the next big goal. Tehran has vowed to escalate its operations in the coming days and is even threatening to hit American bases in the region, especially after announcing plans to launch thousands of missiles deep into Israel in response to the attacks on its nuclear facilities and top leaders. One of the most surprising parts of Iran's latest response was the use of ultra-fast ballistic missiles launched from submarines in the sea. They hit various areas in Israel and caused major damage, despite interception efforts by Israel's